What's going on, guys? It's Z-Rex with No Noise Research coming at you on July 21st, 2018. Hope y'all been having an awesome week. It's about to be a new one tomorrow. Be interesting to see where Bitcoin price goes. I know everybody is biting their nails hardcore right now. It's like, oh, it's up 200, it's down 300, it's up 400. Yeah, the media is funny there. I saw a couple headlines. It's like, oh, it's a resurgence of the market. We're back up to 7,500 after the tumble. It's like we were just at 76. What do you? Silly media. Anyway, let's get right into here. Here is my homepage. Oh, look at that, guys. 5 subscribers. What? It's like 1 per video. Sounds like I need to make a lot more videos. We're getting close. Looks like about 2 weeks. I think I said that in the 1 week video. I wanted to get that going. So let's say for sure by the beginning of July, we're going to get it cracking on the live stream every day. I've been practicing a lot with it, working out some kinks. There's been some issues with some audio in my internet. I might have to set up an office somewhere with better internet. So we'll see what happens. But moving on. Let's get into some news. There's always a lot of news to cover. I try to pick out the best ones that I think are most relevant because there's just so damn many. So let's start with this one. Facebook repeals ban on crypto-related advertisements. Of course they did. All these guys right here, Google, Twitter, Facebook. Yeah, that's going to keep happening. Like they're going to ban them, reverse them. How many times did China ban cryptocurrencies over the last 5 years, guys? Yeah, it worked every time too, I think. Oh, yeah, so, and this is after they came out, I thought in June. Yeah, this is a typo right here. It was June 26th, obviously, right, because it is only the 21st. But yeah, they were going to reverse it, and then now they officially reversed it. I'm not sure. It's kind of dumb. They tweeted this today. It's so simple, yeah. So super simple and inexpensive. Facebook banned ads for crypto earlier this year, and now they've been whitelisted and are back introducing more people to an open financial system. That's what Brian Armstrong had to say of Coinbase. What open financial system? Y'all are still banning ICO ads and all this other stuff. Like, stop pretending, Facebook. I don't even think anyone cares about you anymore anyway. Only for data. That's, I guess y'all know y'all's business model, huh? So let's get over that. Coinbase, so on the Coinbase news, they are pushing for a pro-crypto PAC, PAC, Political Action Committee. If y'all don't know what a PAC is, here you go. We'll click on this link real quick, just give you some info, or maybe we won't because it's not loading. Sometimes you got to open it in a new window. What's up with that, guys? Oh, they're trying to clickbait us. Look at that, trying to get more views for their site. That's cute. It's a political action committee. It's a way of raising money and donating to candidates that are running for office. Here you go, to legally raise funds. Sometimes there's rules where you can't donate for certain reasons, and a PAC is pretty much a way around those rules, so anyone can donate. It's pretty much a little workaround. Man, we're really good at that. It's almost kind of silly. It's like we make these laws, and then the lawyers just like build workarounds for the laws. It's almost redundant. And free market, anyone? So they get this PAC. I guess they filed it a little like here in June, but they're just announcing it here. Whatever. They're getting a PAC. I think this is kind of a little past due. I'm surprised I haven't heard of it, but I'm always thinking crypto is just going to blow up and adoption is going to come. I was talking to this with a friend the other day. Or poker night, it's just like, oh, adoption's coming. I know it's this time. Nope, it's not this time. Oh, it's going to be now. Nope, it's not now. It's like, when is it? We don't know. I would imagine, though, by 2025, though, for sure. But hey, I don't know. I'm just an idiot reading articles to you over here. All right. So that's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. I hate politics and laws and all the lawyers and all that crap. I don't even think crypto cares about it. Good luck trying to regulate that. They'll always be about 10 miles behind, guys. Moving on. This is cool. CME Futures on the daily volume spiked about 100% roughly in the last quarter in Q2 of this year. Pretty cool. Also, not a big surprise. Everybody wants to get in on that. Sorry, I thought I had those turned off. Everybody wants to get in on that. It's just, I would expect these on a quarterly basis, especially, to continue rising into the foreseeable future. So that's pretty cool, though. You can see it right here in graphical format. And there you go. If y'all didn't know, the CME uses what they call Bitcoin reference rate and a Bitcoin real-time ticker index as the standardized reference rate for spot price. So they have to have something that they go off of to peg it pretty much, since there's so many different exchanges. But as you can see here, these ones here are some of the ones that provide pricing data. Guys, you know what's really wild? You always see Kraken around. Somebody tell me, who does Kraken know? I need to look into them more, because this is just insane. Their UI is terrible. I guess I need to learn how to do some basic code. Some of my coder buddies, maybe y'all can teach me, so I can just use their APIs, and then I guess their UI is partially irrelevant, right? All right, so that's what they kind of use, a little basket, which is a good way to do it. Again, volumes keep going up. Here you go. Bitcoin futures rose to all-time highs in late April, with CME and SIBO holding a combined 670 million. Oh, that's just the beginning, ladies and gentlemen. That is chump change in traditional markets. Less than $1 billion. You know how many yachts that is? Not that many. So here you go. 11,000 contracts worth more than 56,000 Bitcoin at a time. That's pretty awesome. Almost 500 million in a single day of volume. There you go. Like I said, though, that's nothing compared to the big boys. Oh, here you go. Retirement income calculator. If you're watching a video, they are plugging these ads like right where they put the pictures now. It's getting really annoying. Someone needs to make a new ad blocker. Crypto ad blocker, maybe? Anyone out there? Code it up. Donate a little crypto to it. Then it blocks your ads. I don't know. Maybe it's a thing. This is pretty interesting. Insurance giants see big opportunity in cryptocurrency storage cover. So they want to provide crypto insurance. Yeah, I'm curious what y'all think about that. Please do not be afraid to leave some comments or even message me on Telegram or something like that. I would love to chat about it. Oh, actually, I need to do that. Put Telegram on my list of contact info. So this is pretty cool. I mean, you're talking some big boys, XL Group, AIG, Chubb, not Chubb. I'm not sure who they really are. Let's see who they are real quick. They're probably some huge company I probably should know. Oh, and Zurich, that's probably why. They are huge, though. Look at that, guys. Revenue, 19 billion. It's almost 600-something million. No. So, according to Bloomberg, more than a dozen underwriters are providing cryptocurrency coverage, although most insurers, when contacted, chose not to be interviewed. And y'all know why that is? They're not ready to let the cat and the genie all the way out. It's like almost it's only part out of the bag. They've been getting in this quietly for a while, but imagine what price would do if like everybody all at one time just was like, hey, we're in this. It would just get like too crazy, too fast. And smart money doesn't do that. They're not trying to buy Bitcoin for especially insurance companies. Let's not forget, dude, these dudes are, that's kind of the top end of the business models. They know some things. And so they're not going to sit here and just run it up and have everybody say they're all in it at the same time and pay thousands of % premium. They're not that dumb. They sell y'all premium, okay? And me too. But, excuse me, moving on here. Premiums are not cheap. No, they aren't. Like your healthcare premiums are super cheap, right? Hardly. So here you go. They can pay premiums up to 5% of coverage limits annually. Companies seeking more coverage can require up to 12 underwriters, each of which can offer $5 million to $15 million in coverage. One source noted. So that's interesting. So they're keeping it small. They're just dipping their toe in there. Also, again, back to what I just said, they're not going to announce that they're doing huge deals, guys, not until at least like another year or two. Let's see. So it is going to be big opportunity. Oh, here we go. This is what I wanted to just touch on real quick. Of course, Japan leads in price action and volume. There also is more companies providing this in Japan. This is going to be big. This is going to be, they're going to want that premiums, and properly underwritten insurance companies that have good staff and management. It's a bulletproof business almost. It's pretty wild. Although we are seeing AIG on here, if y'all remember what the taxpayer had to do for them. You're welcome. Maybe they can give us a break on some crypto coverage. Just out of not out of nowhere, actually out of the sidebar here on the right, just on a trending, worst is not over yet for Bitcoin price, says BitMEX Arthur Hayes. But I do recall him saying not that long ago, I want to say like a month ago, he's like, it's going to new highs by the end of this year. And it's funny, you can just say whatever you want. It doesn't matter. How do you get more people to look, right? Good publicity, bad publicity. It's all publicity. Oh, this one. I wanted to touch on this. We'll just touch on it real quick. Exit, cloud mining service, Hashflare disables contracts, shuts down. Shocker, guys. Oh, wow. Like, we already knew this was going to happen. It's going to keep happening. This was just a grab. It was an easy grab of money. It worked, too. Remember when I first saw those start popping up, cloud minings. It probably worked at the beginning, but it smelled so stank to me from then. I never even got into it. Let's go ahead and close that, get that dirtiness off my screen and your screens at home or in your cars or wherever y'all are at. So here we go. South Korea's Financial Service Commission announces creation of a cryptocurrency-specific division. This is pretty cool. So they're going to call it the FIB, I believe. FIB, which is funny for you TA guys out there. Yeah, there you go. FIB, the Financial Innovation Bureau, to respond to new developments and challenges such as cryptocurrencies, but also policy initiatives for fintech and big data. So, South Korea is very advanced technology. They are a tech utopia. I would love to go there someday. I definitely will. It's a far trip, guys, way over there to the east. So Base Phantom here said the foundation, of course, I think Korea can be an ideal incubator to test drive new virtual coins in their blockchain systems. High-speed internet infrastructure is already here, unparalleled to any other country in the world, and the North Korean people are very adaptive of technology. Now it is the government's role to establish a favorable environment for virtual coins in their blockchains. Yeah. Government's role. You already know how I feel about governments and stuff. Please, what have they done that was really good? I wonder. People would say military probably would be my guess, providing some kind of thing of that nature. But guess what, guys? Those are all private contractors. All right. So I don't know. It's cool. I would agree with this. Another step down the path of crypto legitimacy. One thing I read in here earlier before I posted this was that it's on a just temporary. It's a temporary entity with a 2-year lifespan. So I guess they're even thinking, they're like, oh man, if crypto goes bust, we don't want this thing to still be around and pay for it. Kill it in 2 years. It's kind of funny, but I'm sure that it won't be dismantled unless they're just terrible at their job, which almost is probably a given. All right, Lufthansa launches blockchain-based aviation competition. I like that. Cool idea. So Lufthansa, if you don't know who they are, they're a very large airline out of Germany, and they fly all over the place, especially in Europe. They do fly here too. I don't believe they're national. I don't think they're national. I believe they're intercontinental only. But they're a little higher end too. So, but yeah, so they're wanting to start just a little challenge. They're like, hey, get in here. And we know that the airline companies and the computers and everything they use, they're getting pretty old. They've gotten a little better over the last couple of years, but it was like Circuit City right before they shut down was still using like Black DOS. You're like, oh, y'all are done. But yeah, so this is cool. Split it into 3 different rounds: Traveler Challenge, the Airline Challenge, and the Supplier Challenge. It's just testing, guys. I just kind of thought it was cool that hey, let's get behind this a little bit, see what happens. Big airline. Not sure if Delta or other big airline companies, like U.S. ones specifically, said that, but I'm not sure. Here's interesting, though. Boeing, that Spark Cognition will work with the aviation giant to adopt blockchain in UAV tracking and allocation of flight corridors, saying that we are at a point in history where technological advances and societal trends are converging to demand bold solutions in a different way to travel. I love that first part of what he said. If you just took the travel part out, that's great. We are at a point in history where technological advances and societal trends are converging to demand bold solutions. Some good words, Greg Highsalt. We can leave the part out with travel. You're just adding that because that's your biz. I get it. You got to pump it, shill it up, right? All right. Maybe we'll do a Lufthansa ICO. All right. Let's get to the market, boys and girls. Ladies and gents, all of those, whichever one you want to pick. Here we go. This is coincheckup.com. It's like CoinMarketCap. I like it better. You can do like filters and stuff. It doesn't have everything, though, that CoinMarketCap has, like right here, the Bitcoin dominance that has the percentage, but it doesn't have like a graph on there. And then it also doesn't have the exchange volume, which is kind of a neat feature. But we all know CoinMarketCap's a little shady with their volume. So that's why I try to use somebody else. So maybe y'all should think about that too, because I like to boycott the CMC. All right, so here we go. It's a top mover today. Let's see what it was in the last 24 hours. Bitcoin Diamond. Of course it is. That's pretty wild. Let's go ahead and pull it up on a chart real quick because I know everybody loves the charts, as I do myself. There you go. Actually, I don't see that. Wait a second. What is this? 24 hours. Bitcoin Diamond. Maybe we're not looking at the right. Oh, we are. Oh, yeah. Man, I don't know, guys. This is kind of weird. This does not look. Does that look like 59% to you guys? Does not to me. Huh. It's odd. I guess, hey, maybe everybody's faking the volume. Oh, whoa, maybe I needed a little refresh there. Okay, yeah, we got a lot of different numbers there. Sorry about that, guys. All right, so let's just start with the top guys. We got Bitcoin, everyone's favorite, always at the top of the list. Ripple, oh, everyone's favorite. I know y'all like Ripple out there, my Maximalist friends. Just sell all your Bitcoin and do it. Just buy Ripple. Just do it. You know you want to. Or split it between Ripple and Bitcoin Cash. I think it's the best thing you could do. Funny, though, some maximalists do like Dogecoin, which I find kind of hilarious. But that's cool. Here we go. So what's number? Stella still in there. Stellar's doing good. IOTA. A lot of IOTA haters. You know, let's pull up an IOTA chart because I actually haven't looked at IOTA in a long time. I always forget about it. And it's been around for quite some time. It's on a few exchanges. It was, I guess in this price point right here, testing this bottom. Got some low risk reward action for going into a hypothetical trade there. So that's interesting. So there you go, guys. Check it out on the 4-hour for you. Looks a little gnarly. We do have a lot of divergence, though. Wow, look at that. Look at that, Lates. And oh, like that is pretty dang gnarly. Let me go ahead and draw that so y'all can see what I'm looking at here. You've got this downward slope, clearly. This is a little bit lower here. And while we're trying to pop up, I don't know. I'm not sure. I'm not going to touch it. I'm going to wait a little bit. Let's look at a couple other things. Tether, oh, definitely the maximalist favorites. You know, y'all guys should like it a little bit because it allows you to, like, get out. I know y'all want to hodl for life and all that stuff, but that just doesn't work. There's going to be that point where you probably get scared. Now, if you are not like that and you got balls of steel, then hodling for your whole life might work. Because if you did that in most markets over, decades, let's say the S&P 500, yeah, it went up over time. If Bitcoin is a commodity, it might be a little different because gold has had wild swings. But with inflation and adjusted and all that, it is pretty damn good as well. So, hey, I can't really hodl with everything. I hodl with like a good chunk of my portfolio, but I think actively managing can yield you incredibly better results. And you can do that without day trading or sitting at your computer too much or something like that. And that's where the crypto market's not there yet, but we'll get there when options come around. You'll be able to do that and collar things off and spread it out and box it in and all these cool fancy terms that probably aren't making any sense to you right now. But that's okay. You got to learn. I will talk about those in future videos. So please subscribe, hit the bell, like it up, click all those things. It's free, guys. It's free to do that. It costs you 3 clicks. You click your mouse like probably 1,000 times a day on average. Some of y'all is probably more than that. But come on, get it in. So here we go. Let's check out Tezos. Oh, they say it's a strong sell. See, I do like this about Coin Checkup. So they're trying to be a little bit more, if y'all are familiar with FinViz, they're kind of trying to be like that, I feel like, but it's pretty cool. I think y'all should check it out. I dig it. All right, let's look at a chart real quick, and then we'll dive into the Bitcoin. And you can put trading view charts on here too, which is nice. Oh, goodness. I guess there's just nothing there. I don't know if this is traded or not. What's going on? Tezos, why are you not playing? Oh, hit BTC. Oh, yeah, no wonder. Do not go over there. I strongly dislike hit BTC. But hey, what do I know? All right, let's jump into Bitcoin. Let's do this. We've been going sideways for, feels like 20 years. Man, I can't handle this anymore, man. All right, so let's start on the small time frames and we'll work our way up. All right, so there's hourly right here. See that? Let's go ahead and put it on big screen so we get the full real estate like we like to do. So there you go. I mean, could it get any more damn sideways? I mean, look at this, dudes. Look at this. It's just boxed in. Now we are range bound, which is nice, and it is very clear and defined, that range. But I know all y'all are just come the hell on. There is a couple things in this structure to take note of. One of them is this candle on the hourly. That is a monster smackdown. I'm not a huge fan of that candle. And if you look in history, too, on this chart, it has been, oh, let me go back to the mouse. There we go. It's not good when price gets slapped down after consolidating. It's different when we're in an uptrend and it's clear that we're on a pretty good trajectory. But when we've been ranging for, let's see, just to double check here, since the 17th, we've been ranging for like 4 days. Here's another example of kind of what I'm talking about. Pop up off some bottoms and lows, and we keep just getting slapped right here, okay, on this longer-term moving average as well, and the top of the trend, which this trend was kind of there before, this smaller one, I guess you could have drawn it. But it has expanded into this channel now, this range. But, yeah, anyway, you can see where it's getting slapped. And that's not a super great sign. I do like that we're staying pretty tight up in this range. Let's check out some of our internals. ADX is real neutral here, guys. Bears are trying to get in there, but I don't really use the hourly too much for trading. If I do, it's for a management position or management style. So I'll take like a trade off, but I don't like to put them on based on hourly. So like, for example, if you get some signals to get long, let's say even on this big candle, and you jump on, as soon as it busts the yellow, the fastest MA I have on here, and then that's like a warning, the first warning. And then when it hits the orange and can close it below that or right around it, let's say 3 candles. 3 is a really cool number in markets. Just apply it to some things when you're researching. It's divide it, multiply it, whatever. It's pretty wild. So you can see that it was kind of acting as like a little magnet for a minute. It got back above it, consolidated, shot up, got below it here, got below it again. It kept faking everybody out, but eventually it did have a nice little sell-off from that. But again, these are small like moves, man. These are only like 5-10% swings because we are on the hourly. I'd like to try to get a little bit bigger ones than that. So anyway, though, we don't have any divergences. I don't even see any hidden divergences or anything. No, we are just kind of chilling. Hourly's right on the 50, so it needs to, like the longer we stay like this, I actually think the worse it is. Like, because Bitcoin does move, and when it usually doesn't consolidate for more than like a week or so, maybe a couple weeks. So I would like the energy to start getting back up to the upside here. we go to the 4-hour, you can see we drew this box on the last video. That was some fib retracements. Both 618 kind of made this little sandwich, and it's the top of this trend. It's in a good spot. And so we just box that in. That's the beast that we got to get through here to get really bullish and start moving. On the 4-hour, we do look a little bit better. We haven't crossed below 50 yet, so we are still bullish. Guys, RSI it's not how simplistic everybody explains it. It's not just when it goes like, well, it goes right here. Right here. It's overbought now. Right here, look. See? It's overbought. It's over. And draw a line here so you can see. Closed on this bar right here. On this one. In this area. Oh, it's overbought. Don't buy it. Sell everything. Like, that's not how RSI works. That is one of the other videos that I will be doing in the future, RSI. I'm going to try to do, like, very thorough ones, and I'm writing the episodes for those. Like, these I write a little bit, but those ones I want to get real detailed and crystal on how those work. But in short, I did a quick one explanation on the last video, and I'll do it again here. You look at RSI, let's say on a 4-hour, and you go above 70. As long as it stays above 50, that's still bullish. And it can go and chop around here, around 50, 60, 65, 50, bounce off 50, and stay in here for a while. But until it can break 50, then you might want to get a little bit nervous. And then, even then, if it does, it's got to make it past that 30 mark. Or I like to bump it up to about 40. Then the momentum is really kind of waning. So don't just think if it's up here, it's overbought. That's actually when the momentum usually starts coming. You'll get this kind of action where it stays above it, comes back, tests, and then does it again. And now we are finally kind of like losing part of the momentum. So it's just a sign. Doesn't mean that it's over and that we're bearish now. We're still above 50. So keep that in mind. We're getting some crop. We got 2 moving averages over. Then the third one looks pretty good. If we stay up here for another couple days above this median line, we'll have almost all of them crossing over, which is a good sign. Let's ratchet up to the daily. Daily, we didn't even get over 70. We did get over 65, though. 65 is kind of like, I actually think 65 is a better number than 70. Here's an example right here. Look at that. So this got right up to right over 65. But you'd think maybe, oh, it was about to get over 70 and go overbought, but didn't even have a chance. And then you got clear divergence right here on price and RSI. And you even had more divergence on DMI here. Look at this. This one was oof. On DMI, though, it did get into super bull mode, but then it immediately came out of it right here. And that's why I like DMI a lot better, guys. It gives you a little bit better picture. But yeah, so it came out of out of strength here. Tried to get back in it, and then it was out. RSI didn't tell you until over here that it was losing momentum. So you guys, there's that 50 that I was just discussing. There's where it's breaking 50. So that means now that bull momentum has been exhausted. That doesn't mean it can't go sideways for a month and then reset the indicators. Remember, every day that goes by, you have new information. You have to constantly change. And I don't care what market you're trading. They're almost all the same, really. It's all psychology. This is people patterns, if you want to call them that. All right, so and let's look back over here to, I wanted to see if there was another example. I don't see one at the moment, so we're going to go up to the 3-day. 3 days. The 3-day looks pretty good. I would like to see some momentum here. RSI is kind of just chilling flat, but it's above 50, and ADX is just a hairline over it. See that, guys, right here? So, yeah, that's a tough one. Does look pretty good, though. I do like it. All right, let's go. There you go. You can just do browser one, too, instead of inside trading view. That way I can keep all my hotkeys up here. All right. How about on a weekly? Oh, my gosh. I haven't cleaned that chart up, guys. I will clean that chart up eventually. All right, let's check out Ethereum. Dollar pair first, then we'll check out the Bitcoin pair here in a minute. Ethereum actually looks pretty good here. I actually like this setup, this trend line that it's kind of hovering around here. And like I told y'all, I draw my trend lines a little loose. You have to be a little different than everybody. Everyone's watching the same damn movie. Like, it's foolish to think that everybody is like, oh, once this goes below, that's it. It's just going to zero now. This is not how that works. It's actually the opposite. Lots of people know everybody thinks that, and it's easy to ramp it up and buy into that because the sellers are getting exhausted, and they'll probably exhaust themselves as it gets closer to that trend line. Here's a great example right here. So you start getting some momentum, and then it just speeds up, and then buyers are like, oh, wait a second, we can do some liquidation breaks and get some better prices. Pow. This is actually a big-ass move too, guys. That's about a 100% right there. Well, let's see. Here you go. Bouncing, though, right on the yellow. It's not the best look. It's not the best look, but I do like the trend lines. And if y'all look at the T-cross right here, which is about 450-ish, we are a magnet to that at this moment. Let's chop it down to the daily. Looking pretty good. There is some slight positive divergence here on the RSI. You don't really see any on the like a little bit on the ADX too. It's so small. Unless the bulls are just being real sneaky, trying to get in to rip face here at some point. You know, that's kind of what this looks like. But it also looks like that's about the move it could have. Here we go. Bam. Look at that. To the T, to the money. Price went to the longer moving average, which is this red one here. That is not a 200 either. This is a custom blend of moving averages that I use. They're kind of based off Fibonacci numbers. It's kind of like putting fib into moving averages, if that makes sense. So, yeah, look at this. So we are going sideways with almost every single MA. Little slight downward trajectory, but yeah, man, large move coiling. It seems to be nothing really on the 4 hour, no divergences, just kind of chilling. Hourly, same thing. Ethereum is looks good on the daily. I do like it on the higher time frames for maybe a run up here, at least to this red line again, up to 550-ish. We'll see if that happens. Let's go to Litecoin. Oh, sorry. Back up. Ethereum to the Bitcoin. Oh, let's not do it on Binance. They ain't going to have no data. There we go. So here we're not looking as bad. We are getting deep under 30 here, which let's see if we can pop out. Well, the one thing I do like about this compared to, you're like, well, look, it could still go down right when it broke over here 30. Yeah, it definitely could, but you have a different setup of indicators here. This had broke 30, but DMI plus, which is the green one, has been steadily creeping up very slowly, while here when it first crossed, it was in a clear downtrend. So there is some indicator divergence between those two. Something to keep an eye on. That's not too far from here either, Bitcoin price-wise, this support, local support. A lot of business done there. Lots of business. There you go. Profile. Volume profile. Boom. See, it's all happening right there. All right. So let's go on to Litecoin now, since I remembered to do the Bitcoin pairing. All right, let's get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. All right, here we go. Litecoin is trying to save. It's trying to save itself. It still looks the worst. Even like I said that the other day. But look at this anemic volume, guys. Like, what do you do with this? Like, I can't wait till we see actually some real volume, even if it's to the downside. You know, let's get some action going. Well, you're like, well, it did just go to 90 from 75. Yeah, that was pretty awesome. Very short lived. It was like 3 days. 3 days, guys. Then done. Then done. Let's go to 4 hour. See if we see any divergences. Doesn't really look like it. Not really. Sideways. Not really getting any good clear picture here. Just be careful. If we break like 70, low 70s, could even be just 70 flat. That is not going to be good. We are just banging on this trend line here. I'm hoping that we run into tested. It looks like we probably will, which is about $100. So on the 3-day, Litecoin doesn't look as bad. So let's compare that real quick to Bitcoin in 3-day. Yeah, see, so that's interesting. On the 3 days, it's starting to construct a decent chart, which is a good sign, guys. The 3-day is a nice chart for crypto, since data, unless you're looking at, you know, a few exchanges and a few pairs, it's hard to do weekly and above charts. So 3-day kind of is a nice one to chop that up, and it's very, very relevant. I'm sorry, it's very relevant to price action and what it does, future price action for the indicators. It's nice. It's very nice. All right, let's go to Ripple. Mr. Ripple. Oh, wow, look at that. That is kind of weirdly beautiful. Speaking of that data that I was just talking about, look at that. We're finally able to get almost, once this 3-day candle closes, it's developing the third longest. Right here, you can see it. Purple line for one of the EMAs. Not quite, though. But, yeah, that looks pretty nice. Let's look at it on the Bitcoin pair. No, not Binance. I wish you could, like, clear some of these. Yeah, there we go. Bitsurance will be a good one. Oh, man. So it's kind of extended a little bit off of here. That was a super dump, Bitcoin-wise. Let's ratchet down here, guys, to daily. Ouch. Yeah. Ripple has not had a very nice day. Bitcoin went up, but you got to look, you know, since here we go. Yeah, it was quickly dissolved. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, up 3, down 3 days. Boom, boom. Man, we're right back at 45. I think we were talking about it like a week ago about it being real nice at 44 cents. Had the pop, and then hey, here we are again. So if you missed it, might be your second chance. Maybe. All right, so I guess, man, I totally got sidetracked. This just came to my head real quick. Let me go back to why I didn't really like this hourly candle that much. And specifically on the hourly, this is like a super shooting star, like that's big too. That's like a shooting comet, maybe. But it's only on the hourly, so that's not a huge deal because the 4 hour is like a really fat doji. It's a fat doge. So I'm kind of like boxing this in as my new range for price action. So pretty much like this. That's important because price close and kind of that general whole bot or that whole candle from tail to wick. But really that price action on the body of the candle. You can see too, if I just chop that all the way back here, that's very much all this is up here. So it's nice to see we're back up in here. That's a good sign. I'd like to see us stay in there and see if we can bust above on the hourly that gigantic shooting star here at about, maybe we can get another close. We had one and then it got rejected. Oh man, see guys, some of these things, it's just a little nerve-wracking, you know. It's just like not what you want to see. Look at this candle right here. So if you compare that, right, like this is right where price is kind of saying, hey, we don't like it anywhere above 7,500. No, slap it. Got slapped, and now we get right up there, got slapped again. So let's pull some fib on there real quick too while we're at it. Looks like we're gonna flip back over to mouse, and then we're gonna wrap this up. Just off this body to here, I bet we're right on it. Yeah, there you go, guys. 63.50 or so. So, man, yeah, it's tough. I would not take positions on right here unless you got some cojones. It's just the risk to reward is just not that favorable. So, do what you want. Doesn't matter. That's your damn money. I don't care if you lose it all. It's not really my biz. But I will say, I am not going to put on a leverage position until we break out of that little range that I just had on here, which is about, let's fatten it up, you could say 72 to about 76. So there you go. You just got to wait. That's one of the crappiest parts about trading is sometimes you just got to wait. And when you start getting price action like this, remember, you get new data every day. And when you start getting it like this and you're losing momentum, see this? Boom, boom. No. Maybe we're bouncing off the third term EM here, EMA. So it's like, but now we have more data. Like if this one happened and another green one happened and we came up to here on a body, that looks way better and it would be safer to hold long trades. But when you see that price get rejected, especially right here at the long-term moving average, also at the top of this channel, also in the box of the 618s. I mean, that's the thing about indicators too. You got to stack them up. And we are stacked up to the gills, y'all, right here, man, with massive resistance. Do I have a little bear picture over here in the icons? You know, need to start posting little bear pictures. Here you go. I don't know. Maybe this works. They're dropping the hammer, guys. They're dropping the hammer right here. Boom, boom, boom. So let's shatter this thing now. I'm down. Let's go. Bring it on. We're going to know here in a few days. Get ready. Ultimate super stop out for me is going to be this upward middle part of this channel. For my what the fuck stop, WTF stop, if you don't know what that is the one that's below all your other stops, and it pretty much says, dude, why the hell do you hold this still? You are a moron. Even on the indicator, you should write something mean to yourself. Be like, you fucking idiot, take it off. Like, something along those lines. I'm just saying, maybe not. Don't do it. Do it. Try it. See what happens. That's why you're here, right? To maybe learn a couple different things, try it out, get different perspectives. So there you go. All right, so we already covered the mains. There was one coin that I did want to look at. Let me see if I can find it on my notes. Sorry, I should have had that ready. There it is. All right, it was EOS. Oh, like, duh, EOS. Oh, hey, man. Can't remember everything, dude. All right, so EOS, there you go. I think this is a interesting buy point, possibly, or a point for long entry. It's tough to say. Again, never provide financial advice. Let's use the cloud and my moving averages. Yeah, so we're still getting close, but we are making kind of this nice, I like this pattern that it's creating here. as long as we can get up and push a little bit here in the next week or so. I do like how this is developing thus far. Here you go. We got convergence of all the trend lines. You know, this is good. Battling. Market's kind of like, is it cool here? Price cool here? So there's going to be some good momentum coming out of this squeeze here. EOS and WAN chain or WAN chain. I don't know which one it is. I'm lying. I'm like 98% sure it's one chain. It's pronounced one chain, but yeah, we'll see. Oh yeah, see guys, don't really. Yeah, WAN chain doesn't look that good, does it? No, it's heading for oblivion. Let's look at it on a dollar. I didn't even want to look at the higher time frames, but I should. I'll go back and look at them because that's important. Yeah, we're getting rejected right here on the 4. Trying to do it, though. There's some good. The daily looks good on the dollar. WAN chain. You got some good divergence in the DMI. So, oh, man, this doesn't have my lines. Yeah, some of my older chart or some of the new charts that I'm pulling up don't have these on there. Oh, whoa, did not mean to do that. Let me add those real quick while I got the chain pulled up. Alt H, by the way, if y'all are wondering how I'm just quickly adding those, that's how you do that. All right. And you can go in and change the colors and stuff too later after you put it on there. Just double click that on it, right click it. Either way. So there you go. Yeah, we're battle zone. Man, actually I like kind of WAN on the dollar or one. It's more fun to say WAN though, isn't it? WAN chain. WAN chain for you. All right, so there you go again. Wow, not even on the Bitcoin pair? I guess I'd never look at WAN chain. All right, there you go. It looks a little more fair or more in favor of the bears on the Bitcoin pair than it does the dollar, but there is still real good divergence on the DMI and also on the higher time frames Bitcoin pairs. So that's interesting. As always, do your own research. Never invest more than you can lose or worth as you can lose. That's, man, you can't do that in the crypto space, but in like traditional markets, you can like trade futures. You can go past zero. You can go in the hole. You can owe the broker money. Whew, man, yeah, you don't want to do that. Let's look at QSP, quant stamp real quick. Still, see, it looks kind of like WAN chain. What the? Just had a bug fly on me, sorry. That was kind of wild. All right. So there you go. Bears are definitely dying out, and we're battling. See, there's just a lot of charts that kind of look like this in the altcoin market. So let's get it going. All right. So to wrap up, putting a Bitcoin chart on here. There's the range, guys. It's the same. Big green box, red box, channel. It's easy. Wait. Be patient. You can do this. We can do it together. I'll keep reminding you every day to be patient. Just keep tuning in, guys. Again, this is No Noise Research with Z-Rex. Smashity smash the likes, subscribe it, click the bell, do all of those clicks. That's like 3 clicks. That takes you 10 seconds. Do it. Do it. Oh, one thing I wanted to follow up on, because I did see in my notes. So the Square Cash app, I should have led with this. The Square Cash app is very slick. Super simple. They don't have fees, but their spot price is marked up a little bit. But it was only about 1%. So, food for thought. Check it out. Like I said, it's so easy. I mean, it takes literally 5 seconds pretty much. The app is super fast. Again, I think Square is being slept on just a tad. Although in this market, it's a little crazy. But that doesn't mean it can't keep going. This is Square that I just pulled up real quick for everybody. They might be onto something, guys. Just food for thought. It's an alternative to Coinbase. They've got an app. It's a company that's been around for a while. I've used them in other businesses. That works great. But again, signing off, Z-Rex. I hope y'all have a wonderful evening or afternoon or whenever you should listen to this. And I will see you tomorrow. Peace.